Eggs are one of the most nutritious foods you can eat, loaded with protein, vitamins, and minerals. But let's be honest, nothing is worse than cracking an egg for breakfast and getting hit with that nasty, rotten smell. Your whole meal is ruined, your kitchen stinks, and you start questioning every egg left in the carton. That's why in this video, I'm going to show you 3 super simple ways to tell if an egg is still fresh or if it needs to go straight in the trash. And to make it even clearer, I'll run a quick boil test on the very same eggs, so we can crack them open together and see the results right inside this video. I've got 6 eggs here and a marker, and together we're going to run a few simple but powerful tests that show you how to tell if an egg is fresh, old, or completely spoiled. We'll crack them open, boil them, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what signs to look for the next time you're not sure about your eggs. The very first thing I noticed, one egg was already cracked during transport. And let me tell you, this is the easiest red flag to catch. If an egg's shell is cracked, even just a hairline crack, bacteria like salmonella can sneak inside. That means it's no longer safe. If you ever see this at home, don't cook it. Straight to the trash. Next, I picked up 3 eggs and gave each one a gentle shake next to my ear. Here's what happened. The first egg was completely silent. That's what you want. No sound at all means the yolk is still firm and the white is thick and intact. The second egg was the same. No sloshing, no movement inside. Another winner. But the third egg was different. As soon as I shook it, I could hear a watery slosh. That's a bad sign. Over time, the proteins in the white break down, becoming thinner and more watery, so the inside moves around. If you hear that noise, it means the egg is no longer fresh. So already, just by shaking, we know 2 of these eggs are good and 1 is suspicious. Now it's time for one of the most popular egg tests, the float test. I filled up a bowl with water and dropped the eggs in. Egg number 1. This one sank right to the bottom and laid flat on its side. That's exactly what you want to see. It means the egg is very fresh and in great condition. Egg number 2. Same result here. The third one? It floated. And that's not what you want to see. As an egg ages, the shell becomes more porous. Air sneaks inside and creates a bigger air pocket, and that means it's old or even spoiled. I've got a marker here, and I've also got a dry towel. Now I'm going to wipe the eggs dry and put an X on the ones that are no good, so later we can crack them open and see what's really inside. This one floated. I'm marking it with an X. This one has a cracked shell. Also gets an X. By the way, have you ever tried the float test at home? Or is this your first time hearing about it? I'll set these eggs aside for now and use the same water to boil the rest. To really prove these tests, I wanted to cook the eggs and show you what the inside looks like. Here's another tip. When adding eggs to boiling water, always lower them slowly with a spoon. If you just drop them in, the shells can slam into the bottom, crack, and leak into the water. That's how you end up with messy boiled eggs. So I carefully placed 4 eggs into the pot. The 2 fresh ones, the floater, and the cracked egg. As the water began to heat up, tiny bubbles formed along the shells. I kept an eye on the cracked egg especially because once the temperature rises, the pressure inside can force some of the egg white to leak out. And sure enough, you could already see a little cloudiness starting to swirl in the water around it. That's exactly what happens when bacteria or air have slipped inside. It weakens the structure. The fresh eggs, on the other hand, stayed solid. They sat calmly at the bottom of the pot. No leaks, no cracks opening up. Even before peeling, you can sometimes pick up a faint sulfur odor if an egg is bad. After boiling, I peeled each egg to see the difference. First egg, one of the sinkers. The shell came off pretty clean. And inside the yolk was bright yellow, nice and firm. The white held together perfectly, and best of all, no smell at all. Fresh, delicious, safe to eat. Second egg, the other sinker. Same story. Thick egg white, firm yolk, great smell. This proves it wasn't just luck with the first one. These freshness tests really do work. Now let's move on to the ones with problems. The float egg. As soon as I cracked it, I could tell. The yolk was flat, and the smell, oh man, the smell hit right away. Sulfur, rotten, nasty. This is exactly why floating eggs are not worth the risk. If you eat a float egg, you risk food poisoning. Nausea, stomach cramps, diarrhea, even fever. Straight to the trash. Finally, the cracked one. Same issue. The protective layer was broken, bacteria slipped inside, and the inside looked off. Not only did it smell bad, but the texture was wrong too. Also trash. If you eat a cracked shell egg, bacteria can get inside and cause stomach pain and digestive issues. So here's the breakdown of what we saw. Egg 1 and Egg 2 passed the shake test, sank in the float test, boiled perfectly, fresh, tasty, safe. Egg 3 failed the shake test, floated in water, smelled awful, spoiled. Egg 4 cracked before cooking, also smelled bad after boiling, unsafe. And the lesson? Always test your eggs before using them. It only takes a few seconds to shake, float, or smell, and it can save you from ruining your dish. And here's another bonus tip. This one you can do right in the grocery store before you even bring the eggs home. Open the carton and take a quick look. The shells should be clean, smooth, and unbroken. If you see dirt, slimy spots, or even a little crack, don't buy that carton. Then gently pick up one egg and roll it between your fingers. A fresh egg feels firm and slightly heavy for its size. An older egg will feel lighter because it has lost water over time. It's a simple habit, but it saves you money and keeps you from dealing with the frustration of cracked or spoiled eggs in your kitchen later. Now I want to hear from you. Do you have your own trick for checking eggs at home? Maybe something passed down from your parents or grandparents? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and your idea might show up in a future video. If you found this helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Tom Tips for more practical kitchen wisdom, and share this video with a friend who loves eggs as much as we do. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your kitchen smart, your food fresh, and I'll see you in the next video.